This is the MGM 1 month overview reading for the month of March 2023. It's currently February 15th, 2023, 11:27 p.m. Eastern Time. MGM at the time of this reading is currently $44.18, and the shuffle file we're about to play was created on January 21st, 2023 at 10:02 p.m. Eastern Time. That's this file here. Overall theme and behavior for the month, there's a sideways fluctuating decline that precedes a rally, and it's a notable move to the upside. It looks like we have the lust card crossing it, so like almost irrational move higher, reaching for a distant resistance. My sense is that that move probably starts hard to say. It could start here, but there's quite a bit of correlations to the lust card here, as well as we see it on the 13th. So in any case, the behavior around the highest high, we have a decline through key support on the scale of a 1 month that we recently declined through once before. So we'll decline off of the highest high through a support level that we recently declined through, within like the last 10 days. It's usually sooner rather than later. Behavior around the lowest low, we have sideways rotational on key support. Significant opportunity there, but sideways rotational on key support, increasing with bullish momentum as we move forward in time. And there's quite a lot of trade correlations going on here, which I'll get into in the paid version. Guys, if you're interested in the paid version, the way you get the paid version, go to the website tarotfortraders.com, click on our services, Eso-Meta forecasts, click here for your forecast, and then you specify here whatever ticker you're looking for. Subscribe now. It's the best way to support the channel. It really helps us out from a business standpoint. And you also get the paid version, which includes the best trades that we see for the month. You also get the paid version ahead of the public version, which comes out on YouTube. The paid version that you would receive comes out about a week ahead of time. But that and the 5% rule are really the best ways to support the channel, my friends. And you better believe we remember everybody that signs up for one of these subscriptions. They're the true angel investors, All right, so with that said, looks like we have a U-shaped dip on the first, and a notable move to the upside on the second with the day trade in there. I'll talk about that in the paid version. Notable move to the upside to reach for a prominent crest or peak there on the second, and then on the third we decline from a support level down to meet a second support level. This is on the scale of a 1 month. We rotate sideways, bouncing along that support level for a bit throughout the day, and then we break down through multiple support levels. Looks like we have a prominent low or prominent trough for the month on the 6th, in the midst of some 3 crisscrosses back and forth through the same price level, confirming a bullish trend. Bullish trend doesn't seem to hold. Looks like on the 7th we have probably a lower price level. There's sideways rotation and a sharp dip that stands out in a period of sideways rotation, where we revisit a support level that was recently a past opportunity. I think that the prominent crest that's correlated to the 8th is probably here on the 7th. We might see it again on the 8th, but I think we probably have a prominent crest on the 8th. There's a rally out of that support level on the 7th. There's a rally into the 8th. That rally ends with the halting of a bullish trend somewhere around the end of the 8th or into the 9th, marked by a sharp decline through key support on a 1 month scale. And then on the 10th we have a notable fake out shakeout. It looks like we probably misdirect for the breakout that we see on the 13th. In other words, we probably have some behavior here on the 10th that makes it appear that we're not going to break out, like a failed attempt to break through key resistance followed by a decline. But then on the 13th, we have this breakout on a 1 month scale. It takes us to a prominent crest or peak there. Possibly a highest high here on the 14th because we continue to rally. And we have that big push to reach for a distant resistance correlation here on the 13th. So rallies into the 14th, breaking through along a diagonal trend line, breaking through horizontal resistance, meaning a second resistance, and then pulling back to somewhere between those two price levels. And then on the 15th, we likely open lower, and there's a prominent move to the upside again, standing out on a 1 month. but this is from out of oversold territory or to fill a previous gap down. The following day, the 16th, we have a decline from a prominent crest or peak. We have a decline to meet a prominent trough or low here on the 16th from a decline out of a crest or peak. On the 17th, we have a period of volatility that ends with a fast sudden move higher. The 20th, there's a decline through multiple support levels. That's on the scale of a 1 month. Also looks like there's an opportunity in there as well. There's an opportunity on the 15th and the 16th, and there's one on the 20th as well. There's a lot going on the 21st. An agreement between two leaders or a merger of some kind that's highlighted. There's usually a holding pattern and a pop and drop involved with the decision. But it's difficult to discern here. There may be a notable high here on the 21st. Like I said, it's very difficult to determine where the highest high is for this month. But I could tell you that in the midst of the lows, that's opportunity. From the standpoint of MGM over the years 2020 through 2030, it's going to be like Apple performed for that 10-year period when the iPhone first came out. I mean, it's going to like smoke the competition. I think there's probably a prominent crest or peak there on the 21st, and then on the 22nd it's a brief crest or peak that's easily missed. It's somewhere there on the 21st or the 22nd. We decline through multiple support levels off of that crest or peak to another trade opportunity at a prominent trough early on the 23rd, followed by a bunch of bumping along resistance, breaking through resistance, bumping along resistance. Notable move reaching for a distant resistance there correlated on the 23rd as well, taking us to another prominent crest or peak at the end of the day on the 24th. I'm advised to be cautious on the 24th. A lot of change in direction there. Looks like we have that same price level as that crest or peak on the 24th. We see it again early on the 27th as resistance, and we decline from there with it consecutively lower spikes up on the way down. However, the following day, the 28th, we either rally up into the early morning or we open up higher at a near overbought crest or peak that we sell off from. The 29th, there's a prominent there's an important resistance level highlighted midday, and there's quite a bit of price change either moving into the resistance or out of the resistance. Looks like out of the resistance, bringing us to what may be a lowest low. This is the only area that really could have possibly stood out as a lowest low. Other than that, it's pretty difficult, guys. But there may be a lowest low here on the 30th. There's a notable cash out opportunity and a cash in opportunity as well, and that's followed by the 31st with a sideways fluctuating rally that precedes a decline. Another prominent trough or peak in early April, it looks like, when we establish a sound foundation of support. That's MGM from March 2023. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Most importantly, my friends, make sure you follow that rule of karma. You must follow that rule of karma every time you profit from the information. Don't put it off. You'll cut off the abundance mind by doing that. That's scarcity mind to put it off. There's more money coming. So, send a little bit forward, send a little bit backwards. Make sure you do the universe right. And the universe will send back to you tenfold whatever you put out there, as long as you spend it out of love, my friends. And with that, I'll see you on the next one.